there any so in terms of thinking about what the customer wants, as you say, it's time saving. You want it for them to be as convenient as possible. I know myself on the few occasions when I've gone through security when there's been very few people there. I've just got lucky and they've just been flying at a time. And
Yeah.
when it's like and also Gatwick could bother to open up enough for lines. It doesn't, taking your belt off, taking your laptop out of your bag is a pain, but you can be through security in literally 2 minutes. And I guess for your customers, it's always sort of a 2-minute experience. But in these different technologies, for example, the ones where you stand in the cubicle and raise your arms and the thing moves around and scans you.
The body scanners.
The body scanners, yeah. I mean, are you required to use those? Is there any other? And I noticed I saw some technology they were talking about the other day where, what was it?
You're talking about the computerized tomography machines, so you won't have to take your computers out of your bags.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
We're actually waiting to see, because that's been, in fact, I've got the government DFT paper in front of me about that implementation, and we're waiting really to see how that's going to be applied to FBOs. It's definitely going to be the case that some people are going to need to change their machinery to maintain compliance, but the utilization of that equipment is actually dependent on the number of passengers that go through and airports. But there's other means that they can do if you don't have that machinery, and that's upping the ratios of additional checks that you have to do. So for instance, you'll see them where they take a swab of your suitcase.
Oh yeah.
And they can up those ratios to use those machines as well. So there's different sort of methodologies that can be applied. But like I said, it's definitely the case that FBOs are not a shortcut to avoiding checks. You are checked to exactly the same standards as that happens in a main terminal operation. It's just that there are no queues. It's done in a private suite where it's just your group traveling that are going through at the time. It's just a quicker, more faster, more efficient process. Yeah.
When you say ratios, you just mean that they swab the frequency at which they swab is just more often. They swab more people in a given hour. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was just thinking about if there was any technology that could make it even easier and even more convenient for your private and corporate aviation clients.
It's hard to see because, like I said, it's about it is about compliance.
Yeah.
Technology does have a part, but of course that technology has a huge cost as well. And our screening suite is the most expensive room in the whole of the FBO because of not just the initial capital cost of the equipment, but then the ongoing service and maintenance costs.
Yeah.
And of course, FBOs are not screening that many people.
Yeah.
So, would you justify the cost of spending £400,000 just to save 20 seconds on a processing of a passenger? I'm not too sure. Because we're all very small businesses as well at the end of the day. So we've got a business to run, and the cost of that. And we're there's no queues already, so it's kind of difficult to see how much we could really save further while still staying compliant.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Which is what it's really all about,
Yeah. And the aircraft that are used in for private and corporate aviation, they're aircraft providers known to you, or is simply the client has organised a flight with, say, for example, NetJets, and the aircraft just comes in and
it's aviation is, as you be aware, is very heavily regulated. So, it's a wide variety of aeroplanes that are used.